Slouched over in a chair, her sullen eyes staring at the ground, Gulmina is a teenager filled with shame. Pulling back her pretty headscarf, she reveals deep scars across her face. Her 17 years, a life of pain and suffering. My family married me off when I was 12 years old, she tells me. My husband was 60. Every day he would beat me. I would cry and ask him to stop, but he just kept on beating me. This small, fragile girl pleaded with her parents to help, but they refused. My family would hit me when I complained. They told me, "You belong in your husband's house. That is your life." After 5 years of abuse, Gulmina finally gathered the courage to leave her husband in Pakistan, running away with a young Afghan man to Jalalabad across the border 5 months ago. But according to strict Islamic customs, this is the ultimate crime. I knew my husband and family would be looking for me. I knew we were in danger. Days later, her brother tracked them down. Armed with an axe, he hacked to death Gulmina's friend and then struck his own sister 15 times, cutting open her face, head and parts of her body.
She has bad pain with this.
Bad pain?
Yeah.
And what about on your face? Do you have pain in your face?
Oh, that's dirty. Yes.
Left for dead, Gulmina was brought to the emergency department of this hospital by a stranger. With part of her brain hanging out of her skull, neurosurgeon Dr. Khalid held out little hope. We took her to the operating theatre and she'd already lost a lot of blood. Her injuries were horrific and her brain had been affected. We didn't think she would survive. Due to the life-saving treatment by the doctors and staff at this hospital, Gulmina miraculously survived. But the problem was who would care for her, considering her family had disowned her. Now, the government and authorities knew full well that she was here, but due to the stigma and circumstances, they wanted nothing to do with her. For 2 months, she stayed in this hospital, doctors donating money to pay for her medicine. Finally, a women's organisation took her in, giving her the love and care she so desperately needed. Gulmina is one of thousands of women living in shelters across Afghanistan, many of them victims of attempted honour killings. And while they try to start a new life, for this uneducated, frightened girl, it's going to be an enormous struggle.
And if we send her to her family, she's going to be killed. I mean, as far as the family is concerned, she's dead.
And at times, Gulmina wishes she was, having attempted suicide several times since arriving at the shelter. I want to kill myself, but they won't let me. When I look at the mirror, I put one hand to the side of my face. People tell me not to do that, but I'm so ashamed. Anna Corin, CNN, Kabul.